Part 1, Childhood Companions. The love story of Heathcliff and Catherine in Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights begins in the wild and desolate moorlands of Yorkshire. Heathcliff, a dark-skinned orphan, is brought to Wuthering Heights, the Earnshaw family estate, by Mr. Earnshaw. Catherine, often called Cathy, is Mr. Earnshaw's daughter. From their first meeting, Heathcliff and Cathy form a deep and passionate connection. Despite their differences in social status, they become inseparable childhood companions. The bond that develops between them is strong and intense, as they find solace and understanding in each other's company. The wild, untamed moors serve as the backdrop to their adventures and explorations, creating a sense of freedom and excitement that contrasts with the confines of the societal norms of their time. Their love for one another blossoms in the isolation of the moors, away from the judgments of the outside world. Heathcliff and Cathy's relationship is marked by a sense of equality, as they view each other as soulmates. However, their connection is also tumultuous, with moments of passion and heated arguments that mirror the harsh nature of the moorlands. Their love story is further complicated by the arrival of the Lintons, a more refined and wealthier family, into their lives. Cathy, influenced by societal expectations, marries Edgar Linton, leaving Heathcliff heartbroken. Her choice to marry Edgar marks the beginning of the love's tragic trajectory, setting the stage for the turbulent events that follow. Part 2, Love Tested and Betrayal. Following Catherine's marriage to Edgar Linton, Heathcliff is left heartbroken and embittered. The love that once bound him and Cathy is now tested by the constraints of social class, property, and family expectations. Heathcliff's reaction to Catherine's marriage takes a dark turn. He becomes consumed by a desire for revenge and plots to avenge his heartbreak. His transformation into a vengeful and tormented figure begins as he sets out to make the Lintons and the Earnshaws suffer. As the years pass, Catherine and Heathcliff's lives take separate paths. Catherine, now known as Catherine Linton, bears a daughter also named Catherine, who becomes a central figure in the story. Heathcliff's obsession with the young Catherine further fuels the story's complexities. Heathcliff's mistreatment of young Catherine, known as Cathy, illustrates the depths of his vengeance. His actions create turmoil and conflicts that span generations, ensnaring the lives of those who come into contact with Wuthering Heights. The house itself becomes a symbol of the turmoil that Heathcliff's obsession has caused. Wuthering Heights becomes a dark and oppressive place, mirroring the inner turmoil of its inhabitants. Despite the passage of time and the suffering they endure, Heathcliff and Catherine's connection remains evident. Their love is both beautiful and tragic, marked by moments of tenderness and an enduring, otherworldly bond. Part 3, A Haunting and Tragic End. As time passes, the entangled lives of Heathcliff, Catherine, and the next generation at Wuthering Heights and Thrushcross Grange take a tragic and haunting turn. Heathcliff's obsession with Catherine, both the elder and the younger, persists. He becomes consumed by the desire for revenge and torments the young Catherine, Cathy, as a way of exacting his vengeance upon the Lintons and Earnshaws. The consequences of Heathcliff's actions reverberate throughout the story, leading to suffering and loss for those who come into contact with him. The atmosphere at Wuthering Heights becomes increasingly oppressive, mirroring the darkness of Heathcliff's soul. The passionate and complex love story between Catherine and Heathcliff, marked by tenderness and an otherworldly connection, ultimately culminates in a heartbreaking and tragic end. Their souls, it seems, remain entwined even in death. Heathcliff's own descent into madness and his desire to be reunited with Catherine in death lead to a haunting and eerie conclusion to the story. The characters and the readers are left with a sense of loss and aching nostalgia for the love that was both beautiful and tormented. The story of Heathcliff and Catherine in Wuthering Heights remains a haunting and enduring portrayal of love's complexities, societal constraints, and the indomitable nature of passion. Their tragic love story is a testament to the enduring power of love and the dark paths it can lead individuals down. And with that, we conclude the haunting and tragic love story of Heathcliff and Catherine in Wuthering Heights.